Welcome to Pristina. I want to explain again why we as Europeans have to be so angry with Serbia. Because these are the people that are still missing. And so many people died by the hands of the Serbian authorities. And it's the same like we Austrians. We can also not say that we are not guilty for the Nazi crimes. Of course we are guilty. And of course it's an eternal shadow of responsibility on our shoulders, and a heavy one, for what happened in Germany and in Austria during the Nazi terror regime. And so it's the same for Serbia. Serbia must say sorry. And it's no matter it's 25 or it's 30 years as in Bosnia. For Srebrenica, for Racak, for Brekas, for Mua, and for many of these horrendous crimes, what they did was outrageous, heinous crimes. You come, you kill, you throw them into rivers and lakes. Yeah, you do all these tremendous crimes, and you can never accept that. Yeah? And there must be contrition, there must be active remedy, there must be apology, and otherwise it's not possible to be a European Union country. And even worse, Serbia today, when it's happening again, all these horrors are happening again by Russia against Ukraine in Europe today, in this year. And then the Serbs are with the Russians. We cannot allow such a country into the European Union. It's impossible without cleaning the past. And clearing the past is a process the Germans and Austrians have shown. If you are a perpetrator people, you have to go through this process. We also needed a lot of time in Austria, and it's a complicated process to understand the guilt. Yeah? And I'm my generation, we are the third generation of the war. Obviously I was trained and learned all these things, yeah, because it's simply important in the wartime crisis, etc. No, Serbia has to go through this process. We cannot accept it. Yeah? And now they have put the full escalation in 2023, when 2022, when all these crimes are happening again, and then they really side with Russia and we accept it. There's no way of Serbia to join the European Union without going through this process, and no matter what they do, they must do that. Yeah, it's simply not, if it's not written in the EU constitution and papers and accession process. But imagine a country which is supporting Russia to be then in the European Union and to not regret their own crimes and jubilate for the crimes of Russia. This is simply impossible. It was also impossible in the beginning. The Germans could only join the European Union in its beginning in 1955 when they made this effort to make to apologize, to regret to the French, to all Europeans. This is the basis of our fundament of European unification, and the apology of Germany for the crimes in Nazi times. Yeah? And you know, when we then integrate other perpetrator people without asking them for these apologies, for the regret, for the active remediation, you know, financially, and also in the will, the spirit of reconciliation must be there. And you know, I know so many people here in Kosovo, I know also many good Serbian people, you know, they are also showing the regret and the repentance. But you know, I know so many victims here. They tell me their fathers have no arms anymore, their uncles were killed, and so on and so on. And then we accept it. We say, oh, okay, you got your country, we partly recognize it, even not. And then we say, oh, but Serbia is economically more important, and we continue like that. It's utterly immoral what we do. It's unacceptable. It's undermining the basic fabrics of the European Union if we do it. It's not about money, Europe. It's about values. It's about morality. We cannot, and we should not. Good. I think I make it very clear. Serbia has to clean the past. And I thank you very much now for the attention. I will continue my activity, and I will not be intimidated by nobody. No by Russia, no by Serbia, no by Serbs in Austria. And I want to make it very clear. Any Serb, whoever touches any of my property or my family or anybody who's close to me in a European Union jurisdiction will be significantly punished for any crime. And I call again for the denial of the Kosovo and Bosnian and Ukrainian genocide, for the genocide committed by Russia and Serbia against the Ukrainians, Albanians, and the Bosnians and anybody. We must punish all of them. And I call for the repatriation of anybody in Austria who is denying such a genocide. If you come from Serbia or Bosnian Serb, you live in Vienna in our jurisdiction, you have to obey the law. And we will make the law very strict, here, very clearly. If you deny genocide, you must be punished, and you will be punished in the case of the Holocaust. But it should be also for other Holocausts and for other genocides. And especially for this one, which is so important for Austria. We must make it very clear that we do that. And those who have no passport will be repatriated. And those who commit any crime against me, I'm sure repatriation is the minimum of punishment for any of them. Thanks a lot and all the best. And for a good cooperation in Austria on the way to NATO, the opening of the labor market and the pro-American Austria, which I will continue my campaign now in Austria in the coming days. And thanks a lot for this wonderful time here in Pristina. Bye.